Hey YouTube, I'm back, and this is part 2 of my last pickups for the year, and if I must say so, this one actually has the more impressive stuff of the two videos, so I cannot wait to show you what I got. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a new console. I haven't picked up a new console in a long time, and actually it's not really a new console. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the original Xbox. I actually have several different versions of the original Xbox. A lot of people scoff at that, but they can go fuck themselves because I really do like the original system. So I decided to start collecting the 360 in all its different variations, like the limited edition, so on and so on. So I picked up, for $35, a Xbox 360 arcade, and as you can tell, it is an arcade. It does not have the chrome strip on the DVD tray, and it does not have the HDMI port on the back. And it does have the original grate. A lot of people did throw those away when they did get a hard drive, so that's a pretty hard piece to find. So I'm really thrilled that I found it. I picked it up for 35 bucks, and it's in really great condition. So I'm eventually going to pick up like the premium and then like the Call of Duty, then the Resident Evil, so on and so on and so on. But I'm going to start a collection of 360 consoles as well, like I did for my original Xbox. So moving on to the games, I'm going to show you the two PC games I got. First one is going to be added to my Sim collection, and that is Sim City 4. And this box is in really great condition. It's still sealed. I picked it up for $5. I actually forgot where I bought it, but it's in really great shape. So that's really nice. It's going to be added to the Sim collection. And the more impressive of the two is this. I picked up the Star Wars The Old Republic Collector's Edition, and it's in really good shape. And I have not opened it yet. The reason why I have not opened it yet is because my computer is a piece of dog shit and it cannot run the game. So until I do get a computer that can run it, it's just going to stay sealed. So that is that. Moving on to the handheld games. I did pick up a few more handheld games. First one is Boing Dokomo Dake DS. This one actually does come with the slipcover on it, and this is one's, I think this is a platformer. I haven't really checked it out yet. I've just been busy playing other games and doing other things, so that's really cool. Next is a game I've actually been looking for a long time. This will actually complete the series for me, and that is Lost in Blue 2. Now I have 1, 2, and 3, and the Wii game. This game's actually been really hard to track down, so I'm really thrilled that I did eventually find it. Next is New Super Mario Brothers. I haven't played this version of the game. I did play the Wii version, and if it's anything like the Wii version, it's definitely going to be a stellar game. But of course, it is a Mario game, so you can't really go wrong there. And the final DS game I got is Myst. And Myst is a really great game. There's a little trick I can do on the PC version where I can actually beat the game in 5 minutes. But I don't know how the port is to the DS is going to be. But I remember playing Myst back in the 90s, like playing Myst and Riven and all those different types of games. Really great game, but I'm not too sure on how the port's going to be to the DS. Got one PSP game. This one's actually pretty hard to find. That's Innocent Life, a futuristic Harvest Moon from Natsumi. It's just a standard Harvest Moon game, but it's supposedly a pretty hard game to find. Moving on to the two retro games I got, and they're both original PlayStation games. One I've actually been looking for a long time, and that is Grand Theft Auto: The Director's Cut, and this is the 2-in-1 pack. So this one has the original Grand Theft Auto and GTA London 1969. Unfortunately, I am missing the 1969 disc, so hopefully I can find another one of those. But the box is in really great shape. It's just a standard 2-disc box, so that's really nice. And the final one I got is a 4-disc game, and that is Fear Effect. And this game is pretty much like mint condition. I picked it up for 99 cents at Play and Trade. Really, really great game. Haven't played this game in over 8-9 years, so I'm pretty rusty on this game, but I'm trying to look for the sequel to this game. But the game's in really great shape. The discs are pretty much mint. Moving on to the Xbox. I did pick up a few more original Xbox games, and some of them I've been dying to get. First one is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. That one I could live without, but to complete the collection, I had to get it. IHRA Motorsports Professional Drag Racing 2005. That's pretty much just like funny car racing. And a game I have zero interest in, and that's World Soccer Winning 11-8 International, whatever. And I think this one's actually one of the last original Xbox games to have been released, considering that there is a 360 game. Pretty much a 360 version of this game, and that's Call of Duty 3. I actually think this game's really good, but I have to say it's actually the weakest in the series, but it's still a really good game overall. Next is a game I really have no interest in at all, but again, I have to complete the collection, so I had to pick games like this up, and that's the Bible game. It's pretty much just like little mini games and stuff like that, but I'm probably never even going to pop this game into my system. But the one I'm really interested in is one that I've actually been trying to track down for a long time, at least for a decent price. And that one is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This one's actually really hard to find, and it's also, if you can find, they go for absurd prices, but I picked this one up for $15. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the manual in it, but I could find one of those on eBay somewhere. I got to make this fairly quick because I do have a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to zoom through things, so I'm not going to give that much of an in-depth description. I did pick up a few Wii games. First one is Ark Rise Fantasia from Ignition. Then this game I already got, but it's actually a really hard game to find, and that's Koro Rimpa Marble Mania from Hudson. Even though I had this game already, I picked it up for a really cheap price, and I couldn't really pass it up. Next is the new Rune Factory game, Rune Factory Tides of Destiny from Natsumi. And finally, Valhalla Knights Eldar Saga from Xseed. So that completes the Wii shit that I got. All right, I'm going to move on to the PS3. First one is a game that I actually pre-ordered a long time ago, but I really kind of lost interest in. But I did get the cool pre-order bonus, which was actually a really nice mask. I didn't open it up yet, but it's really heavy and really nice. It was a really nice bonus that came with it. I finally picked it up for a good price, and that's Splatterhouse. And this particular version actually comes with a little DLC code where you can actually play the original Splatterhouse, so that's really nice. Supposedly the game is not so good, but I just thought I might as well try it out. Next is Yakuza 3. It doesn't say on the box like it does on Yakuza 4, but it actually does come with a DLC code where you actually can play DLC that was only exclusive to Japan, and then they eventually released it in the US, so that's a really nice bonus that they gave you. Next is Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition, which actually has $35 in bonus DLC, plus it adds move functionality. And I think this was actually part of a bundle because it says not for resale, so I think it was part of those controller game bundles that they've been bringing out recently. Next is the Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection. Really good games. I'm not that big of a fan of Ico, but Shadow of the Colossus is a really great game, so if you can find it, definitely pick it up. Next is Ridge Racer 7. This was actually a release title for the PS3, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Another kind of Game of the Year I've picked up is Uncharted 2 Game of the Year Edition, which has $35 in bonus DLC. Even though I already have this game already, I just thought I might as well pick up the one with all the DLC. And the last Game of the Year edition I picked up is Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year edition, which has the lenticular cover. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but this adds 3D to it. It's not like real 3D. It's like the blue and red glasses 3D, which actually does come with two pairs of 3D glasses. Plus, it has the 4 challenge maps as well. So that's the reason why I picked it up, and also the reason why I picked up it on the PS3 version is because it does allow you to play as a Joker. Next is a game that's actually kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I remember playing this game several years ago, and it's actually a fairly hard game to find, surprisingly. It was a budget title from Activision, and that's Jurassic the Hunted. So it's kind of like Turok, where you're pretty much a guy with like guns, and you pretty much like shoot dinosaurs and stuff like that. So it's a pretty decent game, surprisingly. So I actually like it a lot. So if you can find it, pick it up. You can get it for a good price. And then Bionic Commando. Even though this game's not too good, it's pretty hard to find on the PS3, so I had to pick it up. Next is Catherine, but this one in particular has the alternate cover. Both the 360 and the PS3 have alternate covers, so instead of like the standard cover, which has the main character, as you see right here, falling into her boobs, which is like the main picture, this one is more focused in on her face. So I think the other one's kind of similar to that one as well. It's more focused into her face instead of like the guy falling into her ass or whatever it was. But yeah, really cool. So I just thought pretty unique, so I might as well pick it up. And the final PS3 game I got is the one that I'm the most interested in. This one, it has definitely the most interesting concept. It has definitely probably the greatest visuals on the PS3. And that is El Shaddai. Really interesting game. I'm just going to go over this really quick because I'm running out of time. And I'm probably going to have to zoom through these 360 games really quickly. But I really had to talk about this game really quick. El Shaddai is a really cool game. It's based on Jewish mysticism. Like El Shaddai is actually Hebrew. I think it means like God or like something like that. Even Metatron is part of Jewish mysticism. It's really about like Old Testament stuff like that. And a lot of like, if you're into like Old Testament, like mythology and like Jewish mysticism and stuff like that. And this also has like the most beautiful visuals of any pretty much any game of this generation. Definitely check this game out, especially at the price that's out right now. I think they're going for like $20 right now, but they're pretty hard to find. But if you can find it, definitely pick it up. It's really an interesting game, and there's really nothing else like it. This is a really stellar game. I like this game so much. I'm actually going to pick up the 360 version, because I really want to support the publisher, and I think they really make great games. All right, I'm just going to have to zoom through these 360 games because I got a ton of them. First one is Samurai Shodown Zen from Xseed and SNK. Not that good of a game. It's just a fighting game, but it's not very good. Kinect Sports Season 2. It's Kinect Sports. I don't have a Kinect yet, so I can't really play it. Then The Club from Sega. Yep, not really much to say there. Then Sonic Unleashed. This one has the infamous Werehog, but supposedly the non-Werehog part, like just the Sonic parts like that, are very good, but this part like that sucks total ass. So it's a half good game, half piece of shit. Next is Wartech Senko Ronde. This was actually imported by Ubisoft, but this is actually a really cool Japanese game. It's kind of like a shoot 'em up. So definitely check it out if you can pick it, if you can find it. I think you can get it for like $3 at GameStop. Also picked up another copy of Dead or Alive Extreme 2. It was just in really good shape, and I got it for like $3, so I couldn't really pass it up. Next is Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Really good game. I don't know why a lot of people panned it. I don't know what people were expecting. I guess they were expecting like a sequel to like N64 or whatever, but it's still a really good game. It's just I don't think a lot of people gave it a chance. Condemned or Criminal Origin. This was a release title for the 360, and as you can tell, I got it for a really good price, so I couldn't pass it up. Next is a game that you should avoid like the plague. This game sucks total ass. It's just garbage, and that is Bullet Witch. This game is horrible, like horrible. Just ugh, avoid it. Then I picked up F1 2010. Surprisingly, this game is still very expensive. It goes for like $30, but if you can find it, definitely check it out. It's a Codemasters game, and Codemasters makes some of the best racing games out there. Definitely check it out. And finally, the two games I got picked up today are the Konami Classics Volume 1 and Konami Classics Volume 2. First one has Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the original Frogger, and Super Contra. And then Volume 2 has Contra, Russian Attack, and Track and Field. And just a little note, I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. And I'm actually going to show you a couple new additions I'm getting from my Metal Gear collection. And I'm going to end it right now, but thanks for watching.